Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Freeways, episode 8. Here today, we're going to try and complete some more levels across the map. In fact, it would be advantageous to show you the map. So you can see all the levels that are currently done. We've got 2 at the bottom to complete and a load this entire left-hand side and one hidden behind the logo and this one here. So we're going to try and do the one hidden behind the logo first, which is this one. And see... Okay, what we've got to do here. So this is interesting. We've got a couple of trees. We've got a way to try and connect it up. It feels like there's not a crazy amount of traffic around here. So the best I think we can do is try set up a roundabout that goes round these trees. Like that. And then just kind of have stuff either joining that or not joining that, and maybe that'll be advantageous. So let's do this. And then of course there is also the option of, not having to connect up everything to the roundabout. We don't have to do absolutely everything on the roundabout. Other stuff can connect up in different ways. But because I don't think there's all too much traffic, it shouldn't really be much of a problem. So if we just do this. For example, this is what I mean. This can just do that. But then also can connect up here. So you're kind of getting onto the roundabout. There's a little bit of a cross there, but there is no up and down. So it is roundabout based. Okay. Now it's just the last one, which is this. So you get off the roundabout to the green. Okay, now is it going to get jammed? Is there too much going on? It kind of is. Okay, there is too much going on there. So maybe it's got to have to be... Oh, I've just done it again. No. Maybe it's going to have to be kind of like a couple of layers to it. Maybe that'll work. So let's do this. So you've got that running around the edge there. Got this running around the edge there. That doesn't look good. That looks good. That's nice and smooth. An easy drive. There we go. That looks better. I don't like that. That looks okay. Nope. Okay, that looks good. And then this as well. Okay. Now the main load of traffic is going into the blue there. Mostly it's going to the blue, so you kind of want them to be meeting at the end here so that stuff doesn't get jammed up here. Okay. Okay, I think I need to get rid of the blue actually. Okay, that looks good. And then what we'll do is have this go like this. Hmm. I think this is going to get jammed even more than the other one. It might not. It look okay. It survived. Okay, we did it. It doesn't look good, but we did it. All right, that's okay. So that top left one is done. It's not particularly good, but it did work. Now we'll go to this one, which is everything connected to everything. Okay, so it's going to have to be junctions in the middle of the whole thing. We can go up and down, so that's good to know. So it's got to be... Okay, let's try and build this like it was a real... Because there's not a crazy amount of traffic going in one particular direction. It's just general traffic flow across the board. So you guys go like that. Not drawn particularly well. Okay, so that stuff is connected to other connected to other stuff easily at the moment. So what you then need is that connection and that connection, and then the same down there, and the same like that. And then we'll do the same on this side. Okay, so that can now kind of just go across like that. Now you've got to connect up to the other side. So we do this, go over, down. That connects up to two of them, but not the one next to you. You reckon we could like add another lane here? And that would speed them up going like that. It actually looks like it will. Okay. It actually looks like it will. So look, they'll get like they'll stay on that lane if they're going, and then they'll move across. Okay, now you got to connect up to these ones here. And then just go across the way as well. So why don't we do this? On either side, on all sides? You're not connected to the blue or to this one. So you need to get onto the blue. Over here. Okay, so let's do that. So let's go from here. You go across. You go over. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that should work, actually. And then down. I don't like that last bit. You got to be able to get off the thing safely. There we go. How are you not connected to the blue? You're definitely connected to the blue. There we go. Okay, it was saying we're not connected to the blue. You definitely are. You just got to go the long way. Okay, now we got to do the same thing from this side. Because you're not connected either. So what you have to do is join up here. So it goes like this. It just does a little loop. And then it goes up and just connects up there. And then we got to do the same on the other side. Okay, and then if you come off of this lane like this. Done. Done. Not done, because you got to connect to the one next to you. So you come on, which is difficult because it's only here. Okay, so I got to draw the same thing again on the other side. So I got to go from this way. Okay, I think that actually overcomplicates things too much. So what if we had this goes over the entire thing like that. And then just you can it just disconnects everywhere and connects everywhere. So and then yeah, and then the same here. Provided I don't run out of what's it called? Concrete building materials, I suppose. That's connected up, but it has to disconnect as well. Out of concrete, dang it. But everything is running. But what's not connected? You're not connected to the pink one. You're not connected over here, so you need to get on. Okay. I do think that is the answer, however. To have like a... Oh, I've run out of undos. Alright, well, we've got to start again then. Okay, we start again. We start again. We will get this one done. Okay, so... Oh, I don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up from the green. Okay, I can't draw very well. Need to draw it better for a start. Okay. It's a bit wobbly there, but it works. Okay. Right, now is this going to work? Because everybody's on the roundabout, it means that there's too much traffic going in one particular direction. So we might also want to do something like this. To kind of lower the amount of traffic in these particular spaces. Maybe? You're not connected to the blue. Yes, you are. You definitely are. There we go. It just wasn't correctly done there. There we go. How does that look? I've got no idea. Let's see if it gets jammed up. It kinda does, and then it also kinda doesn't. It's mostly the entrances and the exits that are getting them jammed up. People going to the blue. Why are you guys going this way? Blue cars are going like this and they're going over. Why are you doing that? You're just taking the easy route. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Now they're going over instead. They're going this easy way. And it runs better. There we go. Way better. 277. Well done. Okay. So the problem we were having was that the people coming from the west here to get to the east were going on the roundabout. They were going on the elevated junction roundabout. This looks like a real junction. It's probably not like overly efficient in terms of what it could be, but it doesn't look, it looks realer than some of these other random ones I've made. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, you're just getting onto the green one. You connect to everything. You connect to everything. You connect to everything. But you're just onto the green one. Interesting. This is more like motorways than anything else. So let's do this. Okay. Let's also do this, and you're going to sweep around this way and connect up easily there. Okay. Okay, that's the green one done. Everything connects to the green as it should. Now. Oh, okay, so. You can disconnect here. And that does double. That did 2 of those. You're gonna have to do this. Oh, that, no, why is it like turned at the end there? Okay, and then we have to lift you up. Do this. Okay, blue's done. You need to connect to the blue. Well, that's alright, we just do this. Okay, you need to connect to the blue as well. So that's, okay, that's the same situation here. So we just lift this up over this way. Take it over that way. Down. Connect it up. Now that's a junction and a half, isn't it? We could maybe lift you and connect you there. So let's do this. Double it. Down. Down. And that means that they just lift over rather than kind of making some horrid junction there. And then you go over. Like that. Now, I think that should work way better. Nice. Okay, so that's gone really, really, like, efficient. 300, boom! That looked like a good one. It looked like it was going to work all right. Although it doesn't connect to these ones here. That's really weird. Usually they connect up to each other and you can see where they're going. Next one. Okay, that's super interesting. That's just got a straight... Wait. Ah. Here's where the chaos is going to be. Okay, so let's see if we can draw this kind of nice. Yeah, it's okay. Try and get it through the gap there. Okay, so that's done. Whatever's going on over there, that's done. Don't have to worry about that too much. Time for a drink. Okay. Everything connects to everything. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Everything joining like that is not gonna work. Okay, I think we need to have like a double lane situation going on round here. There's got to be a lot of cars in this area here. So let's do this. And that. Okay. Okay. So it's like a massive frickin' roundabout. One of those crazy, like, frickin' 4-lane, absolute mammoth roundabouts. Okay. You're connected, but not to the exits. How are you not connected to the pink one? You definitely are. There we go. Not to the blue one. Again, you definitely are. Oh, you can't even get on the roundabout. I mean, yes, you can. What do you mean? Just gotta try and get yourself some crazy ass lane changes going on. Yep, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, that's done. mean, they're getting a bit caught up here because there's not that many lanes for them to join in. Okay, I'm going to clear it. I'm going to build it again, but with the same thing in mind. So let's connect up this all the way to the end. Okay. So we know that that lane is all the way to the end. Now this lane... No, that's needless. That's needless. Okay, now if they want to get to here, that outside lane is, again, probably the best option for them. There we go. This goes over, down, and goes there. But you can also just dip off like that. Just like, yep, just take out. There we go. Okay. Now to get to here, we could also... Okay, so to get to the next one, you go on a different lane. And then you go like that. So you should go on the lane like there. There you go. Okay. And then that comes out and connects up to this bit. What is going on there? Why can't I do this? Okay, so far so good. The blue one should stay on this side of the road. That actually didn't connect to anything, so... I think they've got to kind of connect up. Ooh. If we get you over there, we could do this. Then lift it up and over. And down you go. Okay. You just need to connect to the green. That's fine. We could even just do this. Like a surprise, like, easy way out than all of these lanes running around here. But these lanes, look at that. They're actually running alongside each other, which is... It's actually working. Okay, you need to get across to the green. And therefore onto the yellow. So why don't we do this? Lift you up like that. And then go down. But then also you've just got this easy exit like that. So you're done. Not done because you can't get to the pink. Okay, get the yellow ones off of this junction. I think. So that this exit is just yellows. In fact, you could you could even do this. Try and make it easier for the yellows to just go this way. You need to get to the pink one, but you actually can. You actually can. So if we... You do have a route. It's just you got to cross some lanes. And blue does not yet connect, and that's fine, because we just got to lift it over like that. Doesn't connect to the yellow. Oh, no, it does. There we go. Wow, this is a freaking mess if I ever did see one. But it looks like it'll work because we've got the multiple lanes kind of feeding into each other. So now it's just doing this and this. And it works way better than the last time. It does. It works incredibly much better. New best, 331. Okay, cool. We'll leave that as it is and we'll move on to the next level. And this will be the last level we try and get done here today. What on earth? What on earth is that? What? It can only do this. And that's a crazy amount of traffic going that way. Now this has to connect to the blue. So we do that. You need to connect to the pink. So we do that. Done. You need to... Oh, that's purple. This is the pink. Okay. It works. Not particularly well, but it works. Oh, this is ridiculous. Not a fan. Not a fan of this one at all. Not a fan. Okay, so the problem is this little part here because we're blocked off by this grey thing. You don't have a lot of space for the entrance here. Can this go over this? No, didn't think so. So this has to come round. Like so. You need some kind of roundabout here. But the entrances and exits are going to be crazy. Like, I've got no idea what it expects me to do. Yeah, let's just add another bit of whatever into there. That's a nightmare. Oh, we made it. It's awful. That is terrible. That is not good at all. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, but that is a couple of levels done in a good pardon me, excuse me. In a good amount of time. We actually got like this. That looks like a junction. This actually looks like a junction. Whatever the heck these are, whatever this is with these lanes, I don't even know. Like big wide lanes. Like 3 or 4 lanes wide. I mean, at some point, yeah, kind of like 3 or 4 lanes wide on a roundabout with everything connecting up to everything. Look, it works. It's not crazy if it works, as the saying goes. Okay, not that many levels to go on this round. We've got 5 more to go. We got this one, which kind of looks a bit crazy. Duck Road, Horse Road. We've got this one. Oh. Well, that doesn't look so crazy. We can do this now. Look at that little mountain road. Is that not done? Oh, that is done. You don't even get scored on this one? Okay, and then we've got this down here, which looks absolutely crazy. What on earth is this? In fact, this looks like a roundabout, because... Oh! Except for those. It's a roundabout with these freeways running through it. And down here... it looks pretty simple until you add this in. And then down the bottom... This kind of looks like... Kind of looks like this one. Everything connects up, but you've got down on the left and left on the top. Down on the left and left on the top. On this one, down on the left and left on the top. Are these swapped? Is it exactly the same? Is it exactly the same? I think it is. I'm not sure. Okay, well, never mind if it is exactly the same or not. Thank you for watching, guys. We've got another episode done, another couple of levels completed. I think this is probably the best kind of actual looking junction I've made. With it actually looking like it might. You've got some like kind of parts here that probably aren't the best. But in general, like, it works, and the simulation said it worked. As soon as we got those cars going down the center, you know, running where they should be running, the efficiency did go up a little bit, which is exactly what we're looking for. So, thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Freeways. We'll be back for some more real soon. I shall catch you next time.